What's up, Leaderboard? Nikki and Kate here talking about the live event all about the Nintendo Switch. You got third-party support revealed, Joy-Con hardware revealed, and region unlocked, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, and Breath of the Wild.
Nintendo is truly switching things up. While we could both talk for hours about the live presentation, we're going to talk about two of our favorite things revealed, Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2.
But first, release date,
price tag, hardware. Let's dive into it.
March 3rd, 2017.
Which is literally like a month and a half away.
Less than 2 months, definitely.
I was thinking it was going to be end of March. I thought I was going to be waiting a while, but March 3rd, that's right around the corner. So start saving up now because the price tag is $299.
Which is pretty much what the Wii U was, and I just feel like you're getting so much more with the Switch.
The only thing we don't know is if there is a pack-in game. 1-2 Switch, which is interesting. I know a lot of people have beef about it because, look, you don't need a screen to play 1-2 Switch, but Nintendo has always been innovative and done some creative things, and I think it's kind of cool.
I think the biggest thing about the system is that it's region unlocked.
Correct.
You know, so if you get the game early from a Japan retailer or something that was imported, then you just bring it home and it plays. You don't have to worry about getting an orange spice GameCube that can only play Japanese games.
Yeah, you just have to know how to speak Japanese.
Exactly.
Which is great because, you know, sometimes games don't make it to the States and you really want to play them, and unfortunately you haven't been able to do that in the past with Nintendo, but this is the first time that's ever been possible with Nintendo, which is super exciting.
During the presentation, the Joy-Con hardware was revealed. It has a gyroscope in it, so it does have the motion controls that I was actually inquiring about Splatoon 2, but it also has some rumble accuracy.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like that there's actually 3 ice cubes, 2, or even 1 ice cube inside your glass, and if you had a blind test, you would not be able to tell the difference, and you'd be sipping from the Joy-Con.
Yeah, you're just like, what? Which one's my water? Yeah, they actually called it like HD Rumble or something like that, which is like super interesting, but you know, overall, goodbye Wiimotes.
Yeah.
Goodbye Wiimotes.
I was going to tape 2 Wiimotes to my Switch handle. I don't have to do that anymore.
Didn't know what to do. So if you check out the Nintendo Switch site, there's a lot of information they didn't include in the presentation. For example, internal storage, 32 gigabytes. Not a lot, right? But you can upgrade using micro SD cards, I believe, and that will actually expand your storage greatly. So if you're like me, who doesn't want physical copies of games, you're going to have to do that.
Before we jump into Splatoon 2, just wanted to mention that with the use of the Joy-Cons, you clearly have 1-2 Switch, kind of like in the same way they had Wii Sports, but we have this new IP called ARMS, which at first I'm like, oh, is this like an updated Punch-Out with Little Mac?
Like Little Mac.
But then, you know, you can see that they extended it. It reminds me a lot of like Knock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yeah.
But it also has like a really nice stylized cartoony look.
Yeah.
Ribbon Girl.
Spring Man,
and that's coming out in spring 2017.
Spring.
After. Yeah,
Spring Man. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm interested. You know, it's $60 according to the website. But, you know, it's got some really cool, like you said, art style. It's got some really cool effects. And I was watching some of the Treehouse event today. By the way, there's a Treehouse event happening right now on Nintendo's YouTube channel where they're showcasing some of the footage. They're also going to be playing some more Breath of the Wild. But, you know, there's actually a lot of characters in the game. There's a lot of unique gameplay elements that I'm seeing from the event. So I'm going to keep my eye on it and see if it's worth putting down $60 for.
If you've ever played Super Monkey Ball 2, there's a game called Monkey Fight, and basically you have a boxing glove on like springs, basically,
Yeah.
and you can upgrade it to like giant fists.
Yes.
And like
Yes.
different items that like kind of change the way that you bring forward. You can make it longer. You can make it the boxing glove bigger. It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But with motion controls.
There you go.
Splatoon.
Yeah, they didn't even jump into that. They could have done SPLA2 in, but they didn't do it.
There's so many comments on the trailer that say, "Oh, missed opportunity, Splatoon."
So right off the bat, it's not Splatoon 1.5. It's not it's not a port.
We had the right idea, but it wasn't Splatoon. It's Mario Kart 8 that they're doing.
Exactly.
It's
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a little
But I'm
disappointing,
happy. No, it's not disappointing because I'm happy that they are like leading with a sequel or a squid pool.
A
sea squid. Anyway, that's a bad joke. In the trailer, it was revealed a new weapon class. You know, we have a new splat roller. We saw a charger, but splat dualies. And on stage, the squid researcher revealed that it actually has an inkjet that propels you in one direction, which actually is going to be interesting gameplay to introduce this rolling dodge.
Yes, and which is great for all of you Tracer mains who play Overwatch. I mean, this is going to be the squid you use.
Apparently, if you do the dodge, you have 2 reticles because it's 2 weapons, and it becomes 1 reticle for a short amount of time where you get a more accurate shot.
I think that's pretty cool.
We also got to look at new specials.
Absolutely. I mean, they mentioned a number of new specials.
We saw something that looked like an air assault, like shooting off multiple ink strikes, it looked like. A catapult bomb rush. Jetpack blaster, looks like a more beefed up, like range blaster. A rain cloud.
Yeah, what is with that rain cloud? I actually thought it was part of the stage for a second.
And my favorite, which looks like a Super Saiyan ground pound.
Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then also the Roomba Seeker sub-weapon.
Roomba Seeker?
Yeah.
Oh, because it goes, hits a wall, then turns?
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
But if you just rewatch the trailer at half speed or even double speed, I don't know if that actually would help you find anything. But one thing that I realized that they were trying to showcase was the charger. He spots an enemy with a fully charged shot.
Yes.
And then charges again, dips into the ink, waits for a guy to come out, and he comes out with the fully charged.
Still charged.
Yeah, still charged, and blasts him.
It's really great. Now, if you haven't played Splatoon, I just want to throw this out there. If you haven't played Splatoon, if you didn't purchase a Wii U, I'm saying right now that this is the definitive version of Splatoon. I could tell. I could just tell by looking at it.
Wow.
It's gotta be, right? If everyone has a Switch with them, you could just play right there locally.
I like that they mentioned that with GameCube, they had a handle on it because they were trying to somehow make GameCube portable. And then, so that's 3 consoles later, then I think they're finally nailing down like local multiplayer.
Yeah.
But instead of having 4 controllers with 1 system,
Yeah.
it's local multiplayer. Everyone just brings their Switch with them. It's kind of like, you know, the beefed up version of the 3DS. So if you can play console titles like Splatoon in the same room, because that was my one beef with Splatoon, is that like we couldn't play together.
It was always hard to do that.
Yeah.
We would need an extra TV. We bring the Wii U to one place.
Yeah, but this is a lot simpler.
So much simpler, and like that's what I'm saying. This has to be the definitive version of Splatoon. It's made for this.
Yeah. Also in the trailer, it was revealed that there were new maps. It looked like an updated version of Urchin, and what we thought was Urchin Underpass is apparently the Reef.
The Reef, new map, confirmed, which furthers my hypothesis of it being a new location. We got a concert stage, and then we've also got
Rock climbing.
the rock climbing gem.
But what I'm actually excited about, it looked like Moray Towers,
Right.
but they're utilizing the ink streams from the campaign mode from number 1.
Which is amazing.
Which I actually was interested to see, can you get splatted?
Ooh.
Because in the campaign mode, there's never an opportunity that the enemies are shooting at you while you're in there.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you can get splatted.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And to kind of go on that, like, is there a single player campaign? We haven't seen anything about that yet.
Yeah.
I hope so.
In all the matches that they showed, and it's mainly turf war, so I'm interested to see what their ranked battles.
If there's any new modes.
If there's any new modes, exactly.
Obviously, you're going to bring tower control back. You're going to bring Rainmaker back. Absolutely bring spot zones. But, you know, what else? I mean, they could take a page from Overwatch and Team Fortress and these kind of objective-based games and take some of those modes and adapt them into Splatoon like they already have.
Move the payload.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Move the tower.
Why not? Why not?
If you glance at like where you look at the timer and how much time is left, you see the 4 icons of your teammate and who's spotted. That's still there, but it actually displays what weapon they're using.
Yes. One thing that I had problems with Splatoon, the first one, was overall just matchmaking. You know, like it was such a hassle to get in a match, get on my friend's team, or, you know, decide those kinds of, like, there was just so many problems with the online.
Also, Turf War is just like, oh, I'm in a match with my friend. Oh, I'm playing against them.
Yeah, and there was just some weirdness. So I really hope that they fix a lot of the matchmaking issues.
Aside from all the new features that they're showcasing in Splatoon 2, a lot of the things that I was interested in is that we saw a Judd.
A new Judd, a little new baby cat.
Yeah, like in the deciding like who won
So
like,
cute.
end page, but then also Callie and Marie. I didn't see both of them at the same time. I only saw Marie.
You think that was Marie?
Possibly, or maybe
like
third
her,
Swiss sister.
Like her back?
Agent 3.
Agent
I don't know.
3.
But my biggest thing that I'm hyped about is that pigeon. Who's that pigeon? Can I play as that pigeon? Oh, also, there was a shot of the Octolings.
Oh man, that's
So
pigeon.
maybe there is a campaign mode. So going off of our first video that we did with predictions, you were right about something. New Mario title, Holiday 2017.
I was right. I was right about one thing. Finally, Mario Odyssey. I personally, I'm really happy that it's not Mario Galaxy 3. I'm tired of walking around on planets.
Oh, so now you walk around in cities.
Now I walk around in New Donk City. It's a jarring reaction. Everyone's like, what? He's in New York City. This is not right. There's humans walking around. But, you know, I think it's the idea of him being in all these different worlds. If you think about Mario 64, he's jumping through paintings and he's going into these different worlds. I think it's going to be something similar like that.
But
right?
you got that kind of in Galaxy and all these games, but like sometimes it's just like very grounded in like a Mario universe with like the trees and the very rounded like hills and stuff like that. So I think it was like him walking around the city like wasn't jarring to me. Him climbing buildings, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was until he was in front of two humans,
right?
That I was like, okay, that's weird. Because Mario is like clearly different.
He's like, like as tall as your kneecaps.
I just can't believe they revealed the bad guy. It's Bowser. I wasn't.
My mind was blown. No, the number one thing I'm looking forward to in Mario Odyssey is jumping rope
and jumping on that hat.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm super excited about Mario Odyssey because they introduced a lot of things that I'm really into, like the rolling. That's great. The cap mechanics I think is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of new stuff that is there. It's not just Mario 64 2. You know, like it seems like a lot is going on. So the graphics look great. I think it looks really, really good. You know, some people say this could have been on Wii U. Sure, maybe, but they need a Mario title to push this console. I mean, let's be real. I mean, Zelda is going to come out in March. We've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in April 28th, actually confirmed. We got Splatoon coming in summer. Whether that means May, June, or July, I'm not sure. I'm hoping for early summer, personally.
I'm hoping March. early summer.
I'm hoping for February. I just want
March 4th.
Just want the game. I don't even need to play it. But then holiday, we're getting Mario, and that sounds like an excellent year for Nintendo, as long as they've got some stuff to, you know, fill in those gaps, and if they come strong at E3 with some stuff to showcase what they're going to bring in 2018. Animal Crossing.
You think so?
I hope so.
Where's Smash?
I don't know. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in there. We are sitting on some unreleased amiibo from the Smash series, like Bayonetta and Cloud. So I have a hunch that they're going to get released with the Smash port or whatever it is into the Switch version. Question is, are they going to add any new characters? Squid.
Well, so what they kind of established with Mario Kart 8, like honestly, it's not just like, oh, new maps. Like clearly there is.
Yeah.
There's a whole new mechanic with the 2 items, right?
Yes.
And, you know, new characters as well. So I think that's what they're gonna like push forward, because it's like, I don't think, maybe further down the line they'll make another Smash for this new console, but why not start with like a Smash Brothers Deluxe?
Right, yeah.
Add Corneria as a stage.
That's what I'm saying. Take every stage, you know, take all the characters, just throw it in one, and then like one new character, and you're fine.
Yeah.
At least I think so. Because again, the Wii U sold like, I think 12 million total units. That's small. Like, there's literally 20 million Overwatch players. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. That's such a good metric.
Just think about that.
Yeah. That's crazy. So I think, honestly, I mean, it was a successful presentation. I think it got a lot of people hyped. I think so many people are rushing to pre-order it on Walmart, on Best Buy. And it's just like, they're going to do whatever they can to kind of boost sales. Not that, like, oh, they're only sales focused. Like, they want to make the system interesting for all types of gamers, and that's why I think, like you said, filling in those gaps between all their IP releases. You know, third party's gonna fill it. Like, finally, I can play Minecraft on a console.
I can't wait.
On the go.
No, I mean, look, I'm gonna spend $300 on the Switch. I want to know, how often am I actually picking it up? Right? How often am I taking it out of the dock, or how often am I booting it up on the TV? Like, obviously, I know I'm gonna be playing the heck out of Zelda in March. Great. Probably we'll be playing Mario Kart a little bit in April, but it's really going to come down to Splatoon during that whole summer, and then probably Mario in the holiday. But what does 2018 look like? What does 2019 look like? You know, Nintendo typically runs on a 5 to 6 year console cycle, right? What are those next 5 years? That's what I'm saying. We're going to need an Animal Crossing. We're going to get a Kirby. We're going to get a Yoshi. We're going to get all that stuff.
I want to see more new IPs, because
I want to see more new IPs.
They did ARMS. Splatoon was a huge hit, but they already did a sequel. So I think maybe the Switch will
have some new stuff.
Introduce a new IP somewhere in between there.
Oh, fingers crossed.
There is so much that we didn't cover today, but if you haven't watched it yet, check out the live presentation on Nintendo's YouTube channel, where they also uploaded all the trailers from the presentation, including ones that weren't featured, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Bomberman.
That's right, and there's also a Nintendo Treehouse presentation going on pretty much all day long, where they're playing these games. Breath of the Wild, we can't get enough of it. So let us know in the comments below, what are you most excited for, and are you picking up Switch day one? Because I definitely am.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
I'm getting Splatoon 2.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the Leaderboard,
where we help you
game smarter.